The Patriots selected Seymour with the 6th overall pick in the 2001 draft out of Georgia. Seymour and the Patriots meshed perfectly as he became a force on the New England defense that found 3 Super Bowls in 4 years. Seymour spent 8 years in New England before ending his career with a 4-year stint as a veteran leader on the Raiders. Richard Seymour's career saw him accumulate 496 tackles, 57.5 sacks, 4 forced fumbles, and 2 interceptions. His 12 years earned him 3 Super Bowls, 3 first-team selections, 7 Pro Bowls, and he is now a member of the New England Patriots Hall of Fame. It's time to join another Hall of Fame as a member of the Pro Football Hall of Fame class of 2022. Congratulations, Richard Seymour.
Live from the WHBC Broadcast Center. Find out more about area businesses, agencies, and events.
It's what's going on right now.
This is Spotlight.
And good morning, everyone, and welcome to Spotlight on this beautiful Wednesday morning. I'm Pam Cook with you this morning, and just as a little reminder, our Spotlight program can always be found on our YouTube channel, and just subscribe to it, and it'll let you know whenever we're putting up new videos. But if you go to YouTube, just search 1480 WHBC, you will find us there. We are live right now on our Facebook page as well, so check us out, like our page on Facebook at 1480 WHBC. We always like to bring good information to you and a lot of focus on what's happening in the community on our Spotlight program. And today we're going to do just that with 4 different guests, as a matter of fact. But whether you know it or not, you may hear it in the news. The community has experienced a huge increase in lost lives to overdose in the past 2 years. It's been an incredible thing as the pandemic hit and numbers went up, and unbelievable. And so putting more work on the folks who deal with that kind of thing. And that's why we are going to talk about that and a special event coming up today. And I'm going to bring in the 4 folks that we're going to be chatting with. We have Stephanie Hahn, who is the nursing unit manager at Stark County's Health Department. We also have Chris Cagini, the communications specialist with the Stark County Health Department. We have Carrie Cibala with Yoga 12-Step Recovery. We're going to talk about that, Y12SR, as we call it. And also Justina Gorman, Coalition and Community Development Coordinator with Starkmart. So looking forward to having Justina Gorman on as well. And this is a great event that's coming up. We'll start with that. I wanted to start with Chris, but I'm not sure if we have Chris right now.
I'm here, Pam. Can you hear me?
Okay. I can hear you. I can. I just can't see you. That's all.
Okay.
But Chris is with us. Let's start, Chris, because you and I, we talk frequently. You're on Canton's Morning News with me. And, we talk about the health department during the pandemic, front and center because of the vaccine and all those things. But you guys do so many other things. This and what's coming up is one that we wanted to spotlight. Talk a little bit about that.
Absolutely. So again, thank you so much for having us on. And yeah, absolutely. So a lot of people's, first introduction of our health department or the other 3 health departments in Canton, Massillon, or Alliance has really been because of the COVID-19 pandemic. But yeah, we do a lot of different things every single day. One of them being working on overdoses. So of course we have our nursing clinics. We also do restaurant inspections, well and septic inspections. We do permitting, birth and death certificates. So we do a heck of a lot here. And Stephanie Hahn, our unit manager, she's actually over all of the folks that are working on that stuff every day. So yeah, we're having an Overdose Awareness Day event. It's on Saturday, August 20th from 9 to 11 at Petros Lake Park. That's in Perry Township, which is of course in our health jurisdiction. So we're happy to be hosting that event there. And I know Stephanie has all the specifics for all the different activity tables and the things that you can expect. But we hope the community comes out. Of course, it's a free event. You can get in a lock zone. Like you mentioned, Carrie will be doing some yoga instructing. I don't know that I can do the downward dog or any of those different poses, but I guess I'll give it a try. So yeah, we're really excited.
You will, I will. Okay.
Okay, sounds good.
Well, let's start off with Stephanie because we'll talk about this event specifically, but I also I want to talk a little bit about what has led to the increased awareness need, because there certainly is one. But Stephanie, speak about the event that's being planned and maybe some of the specifics that are going to be happening on the 20th.
Oh, I would love to. We're really excited about this program. It's called Walk Together. It's our Overdose Awareness event. And as Chris said, it is going to be on Saturday, August 20th from 9 to 11 at Peaches Lake Park, which is in Perry Township. We're really excited because the Stark County Health Department has partnered with nearly a dozen community agencies to put this event on, including the Massillon City Health Department, Canton City Health Department, and Alliance City Health Department, as well as the Starkmart, Emmanuel Tabernacle, SARTA, Fast Signs, Brightview, ComQuest, the Zion Community Development, and Stark County Task. So all of these agencies are really working together to put on this event, and it is open to everybody. We'd like everyone from the community to come down and support this event. There'll be 10 activity stations, which are located along a mile-long path through the park. And it's really exciting because there was already a mindfulness walk that's located in the park. So we'll be going along with that with those 10 activity stations. And at each of the activity stations, there will be an opportunity for our participants to express themselves, to maybe meditate, and to reflect on either their own journey with substance use disorder or maybe on a loved one's journey. So we will have opening remarks from Pastor Michael Presley from the Mount Zion Church of God. And then I just wanted to share what we'll be doing at those activity stations. So at our first station, we will have Starkmart, the Stark Mental Health and Addiction Recovery. And they'll just be welcoming everyone to the event, passing out maps, and just kind of getting everybody set. The Stark County Health Department will be at Station 2, and that's where you'll be able to hear some testimonials from people in recovery and also from some people who have lost a loved one to substance use disorder. Station 3 will have rock painting, and that's going to be hosted by the Healing Communities, which is the newer initiative in our community. Station 4 is hosted by AVO Behavioral Health, and that will be a place where people can write notes of encouragement to people who are currently in treatment and in recovery. Station 5 and 6 are more of our meditative stations. They'll feature guided meditation and yoga, which is hosted by our Y12SR and sponsored by Stark Recovery Associates. Beacon Charitable Pharmacy is hosting Station 7, where people can write positive affirmations for themselves, for a loved one, on some seed paper. And then you can go home and plant the seed paper. Station 8, that's another meditation activity with some sand activities. The Perry Sippo branch of the Stark County Library will be at Station 9, and that's where participants can write a note of thanks to maybe somebody who has encouraged them in their journey, somebody who's made a difference in their lives. And then Brightview is sponsoring Station 10, and they've also generously donated snacks and water to this event. And SARTA will actually also be on hand to shuttle participants between the different parking lots, helping them get to Station 1 to start. And then another exciting thing is that Pastor Michael Presley from the Mount Zion Church of God and Bishop Daryl Parker from the Emmanuel Tabernacle Family Worship Center will be on hand to distribute naloxone to those who are interested in receiving it. And naloxone is a life-saving medication that can help to reverse opioid overdoses. So we're excited to have all of these people on board working together to put this community event on.
And, Chris, I will ask you, all of these are wonderful things for people to take part in, but we should stress, too, that it's not just for people who maybe have suffered addiction or in recovery, that kind of thing. It's for family members. It's for people who want to learn more, correct?
Absolutely. And I think the biggest part here is, part of our Beat the Stigma campaign that we've been running, our State of Stark landing page. We want people in the community that maybe just don't understand enough about the issue, or maybe have a different take than, or maybe not knowing someone who's been through this. We absolutely want those folks to come out, because I think with that, we can really do some education so people can understand what people are going through, what families are going through, and especially those loved ones that have lost someone are going through at this walk. So we invite the entire community to come out.
All right, we're going to take our first commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to talk to Carrie, and we want to find out a little bit more about what she's going to make you do, Chris. And actually, we also want to talk to Justina Gorman, who is with Starkmart, because obviously they're an agency that sees it all firsthand. But stay tuned. We are again live on Facebook, also on our YouTube channel, and of course, right here on 1480 WHBC.
Be a part of the Kenny and JT Show.
I'm actually happy about this because this salvages the season.
A 6-game suspension for Deshaun Watson. Nick, what's on your mind?
If you hire a judge from outside to make your decision for you, why would you even appeal it and show disrespect to her?
Great point. More from the Text Club. Guilty until proven innocent. To suspend him simply on allegations alone. By that logic, are any of us safe?
It's the Kenny and JT Show. Weekdays between 3 and 7 on WHBC.
This Pro Football Hall of Fame and Shriney Salute is brought to you on Newstalk 1480 WHBC by Friends and Family Credit Union.
At 6'6", when Richard Seymour stands next to his fellow inductees, he will truly seem larger than life. The Patriots selected Seymour with the 6th overall pick in the 2001 draft out of Georgia. Seymour and the Patriots meshed perfectly as he became a force on the New England defense that found 3 Super Bowls in 4 years. Seymour spent 8 years in New England before ending his career with a 4-year stint as a veteran leader on the Raiders. Richard Seymour's career saw him accumulate 496 tackles, 57.5 sacks, 4 forced fumbles, and 2 interceptions. His 12 years earned him 3 Super Bowls, 3 first-team selections, 7 Pro Bowls, and he is now a member of the New England Patriots Hall of Fame. It's time to join another Hall of Fame as a member of the Pro Football Hall of Fame class of 2022. Congratulations, Richard Seymour.
Time to hit the open road this summer in the vehicle you want at the rate you deserve, courtesy of Friends and Family Credit Union. Whether your ride is a car, truck, or motorcycle, new or used, Friends and Family will make the ride of your choice a reality. Stop in and talk to our local friendly loan professionals. Check out our outstanding rates with no payments for 90 days. And if you need to lose the weight of a heavy rate from another financial institution, simply refinance at FFCU. Friends and Family Credit Union has 3 convenient locations to serve you, including our newest location inside the Acme Fresh Market on Whipple Avenue in Canton. Online and in the palm of your hand with mobile banking. Additional restrictions may apply. All rates and promotions are subject to change without notice. This institution is privately insured by ASI. You deserve to hit the open road this summer in the vehicle you want at the rate you deserve and no payment for 90 days. Courtesy of Friends and Family Credit Union. It's time to bring a friend into the family.
I'm Pam Cook for St. Joseph Senior Living. When you're making a choice, a decision, it can be very hard. It can be very, very taxing. And sometimes you aren't even sure what are the questions I'm supposed to be asking. That's where the folks at St. Joe's can really be helpful. First of all, you have to visit, take the tour, find out what they have to offer. The best part is they're a continuum of care. So no matter where you or your loved one are in life, they can help you. St. Joe's is on Reno Drive in Louisville, right there behind St. Thomas Aquinas High School. It's like driving into a neighborhood and driving home. That's what you'll feel like. And they offer assisted living, a beautiful memory care support unit. They have nursing care facility, also, of course, rehab and a wellness center, and senior living in the independent living facility, the Alsatian. All of that there for you. Call Beth Bruner today at 330-875-5562. I'm Pam Cook for Quonset Hut. With better weather comes thoughts of getting outside, having some fun. And did you know Quonset Hut can help you with that? Well, if you're a fan of disc golf or skateboarding, and of course pickleball, they have the latest equipment and supplies for beginners to experts. We know how popular pickleball is in this area, and this is something new to the folks at Quonset Hut. They've got a great selection of items. Plus, if you're a member of the Hall of Fame City Pickleball Club, you get a discount. And Quonset Hut is a cool place to shop anytime. Great gift ideas, fun nostalgic items, the traditional smoke shop, and much, much more. Plus, sign up to be part of their rewards program. For every $100 you make in qualifying purchases, you'll receive a $10 in-store credit. Quonset Hut is located on Cleveland Avenue Northwest at the corner of 38th Street. Or you can visit their website,
at qhut.com.
Are you the parent of a 2 to 7-year-old? Listen closely for an exciting free radio offer. By now, you've probably heard of ABC Mouse, the Parents' Choice Award-winning online learning program that's actually changing the lives of early learners everywhere.
ABC Mouse is like a little one-on-one teacher. It has helped her so much.
Right now, we're offering a special radio promo to try it free for a month, but you have to go to abcmouse.com/radio to claim your free month. That's abcmouse.com/radio.
Sponsored by Age of Learning.
Did you get the Clement Horizon clean last night? I don't want another barnacle incident. Where's Ivan?
Kiki's head of docking operations just jumped ship.
What do you mean he's sailing around the world?
She needs a new marina manager to help keep her head above water.
Yeah, the tide's perfect, but we are slammed.
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from your employer dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Great things happen when our community comes together. Join over a dozen community agencies for a free walk together on Overdose Awareness Day, Saturday, August 20th from 9 to 11 a.m. at Petros Lake Park. Residents can walk the mile-long trail, take part in 10 activity stations, including a memorial rock painting, do some stretches with our yoga instructor, and pick up a naloxone kit. Let's walk together, Stark County, at the Overdose Awareness Day event, Saturday, August 20th, 9 to 11 a.m. at Petros Lake Park. For more information, go to starkhealth.org.
Here at the Almond Joy Factory, where tropical vibes abound, we use soft, fresh-tasting coconut.
The crunchiest almonds and delicious chocolate candy.
Ah, but do you know what our most important ingredient is? Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy's got nuts and something even way better than that. Yes, Almond Joy is made with almonds and joy.
In the wee hours of the night, when everyone else is fast asleep, you're the one on third shift, burning the midnight oil. When a part fails and everything comes to a grinding halt, regardless of what the clock on the wall says, you leap into action. Grainger is with you and all the ones who get it done, with 24/7 customer support by phone or click to chat. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This week on RVER, sponsored by Progressive Insurance. I'm sorry, I can't operate on that vehicle.
But doctor, you took an oath.
That RV, it's my son's RV.
Oh, doctor, isn't there anything you can do?
I'm not a miracle worker, Sheila. I'm an RV surgeon, trained to save the lives of large injured recreational vehicles, which is definitely a real profession.
When your RV really needs saving, Progressive has you covered. See if you could save with a leader in RV insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, covered subject to policy terms.
Now back to Spotlight on 1480 WHBC.
And welcome back to Spotlight right here on 1480 WHBC, live on our Facebook page at 1480 WHBC and also our YouTube channel. And we have been talking about an event coming up in August, at the end of August to the end of this month, the Overdose Awareness Day event coming up on August 20th. And all of our guests discussing a different part of that event, but also things being done by the Stark County Health Department. And again, our guests this morning, Stephanie Hahn, the nursing unit manager, Chris Cagini, communications specialist with the health department, also Carrie Cibola with Y12SR, and Justina Gorman with Starkmart. I'm going to start with Carrie now to talk a little bit about the yoga. You know, yoga is something that has become extremely popular, but also for a very long time has been, for those people who have loved it, know that it's been a wonderful thing for a long time. But talk about, first of all, tell us a little bit about yourself, but also how you fit into this event.
Well, thanks, Pam. I'm so excited to be here today and excited that they asked me to participate in the August 20th event. Like I said, like you said, my name is Carrie. I am in long-term recovery from substance abuse. I live in Canton. I'm an active member of my 12-step program and will say very gratefully that it saved my life. There's no doubt about that. Also, residential treatment saved my life, but the continuing use of my 12-step program is very important in my life. important in my day-to-day emotional sobriety, and it keeps me sober today. Yoga has been a great tool to access my better self, to help me navigate a complex world being sober. As you talked about, yoga has become really popular. It's an ancient practice, which means union. Yoga means union, yoking, integration, balance. It includes physical, mental, and spiritual disciplines. They've been practiced all over the world for centuries. There's a lot out there about yoga, but for today, that's all I got. You guys can go research it and look it up, but that's the basics. It was exactly what I needed when I came out of treatment. I dove into yoga, and I've been doing it ever since. I've been studying it, and it's what I needed for that balance in my life. A couple years ago, I found, gosh, there's so many similarities between recovery and a 12-step program and what I'm studying in yoga. Things like being present, gratitude, connecting with a higher power, all important in recovery, and also what we study and practice in yoga. So I found Y12SR out there on the internet, and it's a global community and a global model to address addiction of any sort. You know, addiction can be substances, it can be gambling, it can be food, other people. It can be anything that takes you out of yourself. So it separates us from ourselves, from loved ones, from our jobs, from so many things. So Y12SR is a model to address the physical, mental, and spiritual disease of addiction. It's informed by research in neuroscience and trauma healing. It connects the dots between that kind of sciencey research stuff and the practice of yoga. It brings it down to our level in the body, the mind, and the spirit. Yoga for 12-step recovery is not a replacement for the 12 steps. That's really important. It's a tool that helps us on our way to recovery, that brings us into a community, brings us into our bodies. It's a great safe space to do all this. So for the event on the 20th, I'll talk about our regular Y12S meeting in Canton in a minute. But for August 20th, I'm going to bring those principles to my little spot that they've given me. Big spot, little, I don't know. But we'll see how much movement we get into. We might have to spread all over the place. But I'm really excited to have that spot for this August 20th event. The great thing about yoga, whatever kind, and about Y12SR is that anybody and everybody can do it. You can do it standing in the line at the grocery. You can do it sitting at a red light. You can do it standing at your sink. And that's what I hope to bring to, my little spot. We're just going to do some simple movements that I do, and that I have other instructors at Y12SR. I've other people that have gotten trained. I've been trained in the certain type of instruction, and hopefully I'll bring a couple of my friends. But we're really just going to do some simple movement. that ties into that walking, grounding of feet on the earth, reaching up to the sky, bringing in that connection from our heart center to a higher power, which is really important in recovery. We don't need mats. We don't need anything except ourselves and our breath. So, Chris, I think you can do it.
That makes it a lot easier when she says it that way, doesn't it?
Right.
And I'm gonna need a lot of room too. So.
And I'm going to need a lot of breath, I will tell you.
Yeah.
Let me stop you right there for a second, because we do have to take a break for the news. When we come back, I want to finish this conversation. I want you to continue, because I find this just very enlightening, and I think it is such a wonderful, helpful thing for folks. And I also don't want Justine to think we've forgotten about her, because we're going to bring Justine in as well after we take a quick break for the news and get all that taken care of, your weather forecast. And we will do that. Stay tuned to Spotlight right here on 1480 WHBC.
WHBC AM Canton, reliable as ever on News Talk 1480 WHBC.
WHBC News now, 75 degrees. As expected, the Plain Township man charged in the Capitol riot has entered a guilty plea. 55-year-old John Wright entered a plea yesterday in a Washington, D.C. federal courtroom to obstruction of an official proceeding. He'll be sentenced in November. Federal investigators say Wright organized a bus trip to D.C., breaking through barricades and getting into the Capitol building. He did not help his case by later calling the incident on social media a practice run. With schools back in session soon, Governor Mike DeWine spoke yesterday of some new resources available from the Ohio School Safety Center. DeWine says if a teacher is concerned about a particular student, there's mental health training in order to approach that.
Help to them in regard to how you determine when you should really become alarmed at what a child is doing or what a child is saying.
He says it's up to school districts as to allowing armed staff in their buildings. Winners for Stark County-related state central committee races in yesterday's special election, the second primary, this according to the Secretary of State's office. In the 31st District, K. William Bailey for Democratic committee man and Douglas Wills on the Republican side of the committee man race. In the 29th, it's Christine Moorer for state committee woman. Those were the only contested races in the county. And Scott Olslinger may have a Democratic competitor in the new 48th district if David Smith received the required 50 write-in votes. That to be determined today. Now, next stop, South Korea.
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi is on her way to Seoul now after about 19 hours in Taiwan with a delegation of congressional Democrats.
We commend Taiwan for being one of the freest societies in the world.
She met with members of Taiwan's parliament and President Tsai Ing-wen. China's government claims sovereignty over the island and opposed the Pelosi trip.
Fox News Radio's Chris Foster. And your next news at 10, and when it breaks, Jim Michaels, WHBC News.
Your severe weather station, News Talk 1480 WHBC.
Here's your AccuWeather forecast. A hot one today, partial sun, high 93. Tonight, warm, partly cloudy, low 75. Clouds and sun, hot day tomorrow, drenching afternoon thunderstorm, a high tomorrow at 90. And then for tomorrow night, rain, thunderstorm, low 72. Clouds and thunderstorms on Friday, the high 83. A shower thunderstorm for Saturday, the high at 88. I'm Steve Williams for News Talk 1480 WHBC.
At Cleveland Clinic Mercy Hospital, we've assembled a team of highly skilled surgeons to deliver world-class surgical care. From safe hernia and heartburn procedures to advanced minimally invasive and robotic surgeries, Cleveland Clinic Mercy Hospital is here for all your surgical needs, for every care in the world. Get the care you need right where you need it. Learn more at cantonmercy.org/surgery.
Why choose Spectrum Orthopedics? Our highly skilled and board-certified orthopedic surgeons are dedicated to providing compassionate care at the highest level to get you back in good orthopedic health as quickly as possible. Visit SpectrumOrtho.com to request an appointment.
SARTA has 2 new Tap to Pay cards. Reload and use the SARTA scorecard over and over, or choose the temporary SARTA touchdown card. The most modern ways to tap your way to everywhere from SARTA.
Right now, our country feels divided, but there's a place where people are coming together.
I was nervous to talk to someone so different than me.
Me too. Love Has No Labels and One Small Step are helping people with different political views, beliefs, and experiences connect through conversation, and it feels good.
This conversation gives me hope.
It gives me a lot of hope, too. Take a step toward bringing our country and your community together. Start a conversation at lovehasnolabels.com/onesmallstep. A message from StoryCorps, Love Has No Labels, and the Ad Council.
Why does planning for retirement bring on so much stress? Maybe it's because the advisor that got you to retirement may not be the planner to get you through retirement. Tune in to Expedition Retirement with Greg Ayler.
Saturdays at noon here on News Talk 1480 WHBC.
For a new water softener system, call the experts at Verndale Water. We offer affordable prices to fit any budget, and no interest financing is available. Let our family give your family clean, clear, great-tasting water. From Verndale Water Experts.
Ferndale's water.
Now back to Spotlight on 1480 WHBC.
And welcome back to our Wednesday morning Spotlight program. I'm Pam Cook with you this morning and talking about the overdose your calendar, wherever that might be, and you have a chance to stop out and really gain the awareness that they're hoping everyone will. And we have with us today Stephanie Hahn, who is the nursing unit manager with the Stark County Health Department, Chris Cagini, who is the communications specialist with the Stark County Health Department, Carrie Cibola, Y12SR, which we'll get back to in just 1 minute, and Justina Gorman, who is Coalition and Community Development Coordinator with Starkmart. And we're going to continue talking about the event and all of the pieces, parts to that event, because so many good things are going to be happening. And Carrie, before we went to the break a little bit ago, we were talking about your part in this event, and you were telling Chris it's okay, he's going to be able to do it, and we believe you. We do believe you. But maybe explain a little bit more and continue the conversation that we were having when we took our break.
I guess I just want to emphasize that Y12SR is for all A's, alcohol, AA, CA, NA, so Narcotics Anonymous, Overeaters Anonymous, Al-Anon, Alateen. We have parents who bring their teens to our meetings, and we all do it together. It's any age. I got lots of men. We've got lots of everybody. And it's just a welcoming place where we have a sharing time and a sharing circle, usually on a topic. And then we practice some yoga, some meditation, some breathing. It's all optional too. It's all donation based. We'd rather have your presence than your money. So it's really open to everyone. I have people coming out of residential treatment, coming into our meeting. Our meeting, Thursday nights at 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. It's at Yoga Central, which is on Cleveland Avenue across from Raisin Rack. We welcome everybody. It's, if you want more information on the meeting, it's theyogaplaceohio.com. And so you can sign up and register. You can also just show up. If you want to do an online meeting, you want a little more privacy, you want to see what it's all about, go to y12sr.com. They have online meetings. So it's kind of a good way to delve into it. And I'm just really excited to see everybody on August 20th and looking forward to seeing some families and anybody who just wants a little more connection in their day. So
yeah, and I think also the 20th will be a good time for people to maybe dip their toe into it and see what it's like. So
not so scary.
Take a breath. Yes. So that's a great idea to check that out on the 20th. Let's bring in Justina Gorman right now with Starkmart. And Justina, I I know that you're like on the front lines of all of this. And so it's a good idea for you to explain kind of what you see on a daily basis, maybe what the need for this event is, and then what Starkmar's role will be.
Absolutely. Again, thanks for having us, Pam. So excited to be here and join the others in this conversation. And really, I definitely see a lot of stuff every day. It's more in the form of data since we don't provide direct service at Starkmart. So really a shout out to all of our providers that do that direct service. I mean, they're the ones that really see the ins and the outs and form the connections with people. And, they just do amazing work. So what we do through Starkmart is more of some of that more macro level community-wide stuff. Part of my role is overseeing our opiate and addiction task force. So that's really where we bring together different community stakeholders, community partners to come together and figure out what kinds of things we can do across our community to really support people who use substances and encourage them and provide connection for them and help them get to a place of recovery. I know the word connection has come up a lot today, so I know something that just keeps going through my mind, and I think I've repeated it to the people on this call several times and in my task force, but something that sticks for me from a TED Talk that I heard years ago is the opposite of addiction isn't sobriety, it's connection. And so I really think that speaks to the importance of events like this, of Y12SR, and really forming those opportunities for connection for people. And ultimately going back to some of what Chris was saying, reducing the stigma. Like, we just need to love on these people and let them know that they have a place and that there are resources and that there are people that care.
And what does Starkmart do on a daily basis? I mean, for folks maybe who hear that name all the time, but aren't exactly sure what you're all about.
No worries. So we are essentially the County Mental Health Board. So we do some planning and development and funding of some of our community providers. The most direct work that we do is we do have 3 different coalitions or the task force, like I said, where we do some more of that macro level planning with some of the members of the community.
Now, Chris, I want to bring you back in to talk a little bit about, let's go to the Beat the Stigma. We've all seen the television commercial, right?
Yes.
I mean, it does stick with you. There's no doubt about it. But talk about that campaign in itself and how you guys are related to that.
Well, I'm an avid Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy fan, so I kind of feel the pain of the host when I'm just like, it's definitely family history, just fill in the puzzle. So I wish they had like follow-up commercials because I think you could have a little more fun with that. But yeah, so what they did is it's Recovery Ohio, the Ohio Opioid Education Alliance, and then a bunch of different folks, the governor's office, providers from around the state that got together and kind of formed this research-based campaign that we now know as Beat the Stigma. And so part of our deliverable for our grant here at the Stark County Health Department is we had to create a campaign and put it out there to the community. So we decided to develop and localize Beat the Stigma through our Stark County Health Department social media and through other marketing means. So we did work with our GIS specialists. We made this landing page called Save Stark. So you can go there through www.starkhealth.org and click on that. It has the Beat the Stigma information. You can actually play the game yourself and again, hopefully do better than the contestants. But also on there is, like Justina was mentioning, all the great resources we have. We actually built locators through GIS technology for harm reduction. There's prevention and then treatment and recovery options. So you can actually go on those locators, type your address in, and then find a naloxone distribution center or a drug drop-off site or an alternative pain management resource near your home. And then you can actually call the place, visit their website, whatever information's been made available, and we update that resource all the time. But with the campaign, they really want people to challenge what they know about addiction. You don't always know what's going on in somebody's life, so instead of doing all that judgment and judging people, using some empathy in the situation. It's knowing your risk. If you have a family history, of addiction, it puts you at higher risk for using substances. And then it's also about taking care of your mental health. If you have mental health challenges, again, that also puts you at higher risk for maybe using substances in the wrong way. So that's kind of what the campaign has been about. So we also worked with our team here, so Stephanie and her team, and we were able to pinpoint some of the highest incident areas in Stark County, and we sent out postcards. 17,000 residents' homes received a postcard with Beat the Stigma information. They were on all the SARTA buses. We had interior placards we've been posting on social media, and it's kind of like almost all culminating in this event on the 20th. So I hope people, not only just think that's a fun commercial, but actually go to beatthestigma.org and play it, and then visit our Save Stark website on starkhealth.org and actually find resources for yourself or your family if they need it.
Yeah, and like you said, it's a landing page, so they go to your main website, correct?
That's correct. Yeah. So you go to starkhealth.org, and then right on the homepage, right now it says Overdose Awareness Day Event, but it does take you to that Save Stark landing page. So you can actually view information about this event and download things and download the map or the press release. But then we also have the locators that you can just click on.
Yeah, it's a great page. I mean, if you're looking for information or resources, it is certainly the place for you to go. We will take our final break right now. And when we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about the event coming up and how you can take part in that. And we'll just kind of go over all of the things we've been discussing on Spotlight this morning. And stay tuned. We'd love for you to check us out on our YouTube page or on our Facebook page at 1480 WHBC.
Ready to get out and celebrate? The Gold Jackets are. It's the Pro Football Hall of Fame Enshrinement Festival on your Hall of Fame station, 1480 WHBC.
Primetime Health Plan's Medicare Advantage plans are designed to fit your budget and benefit needs. I'm Pam Cook. Are you receiving an allowance for dental and vision benefits? Primetime Health Plan offers up to $1,000 combined annual maximum to use towards your dental and vision. Is your insulin available for just $35? With Primetime Health Plan's Insulin Savings Program, select insulin is available for only $35. Do you have over 170 generic medications available for just $0? You pay zero copay over 170 different generic medications at preferred pharmacies with Primetime Health Plan. Are your doctors and specialists in network? Primetime Health Plan has over 16,000 providers in network, so you can find a local provider you know and trust. For more information, call 330-363-7407 or visit them online at pthp.com. Primetime Health Plan is an HMO POS plan with a Medicare contract. Enrollment in Primetime Health Plan depends on contract renewal.
Are you ready for a change? Transfer your prescriptions to the Medicine Center Pharmacy. Hi, this is Paul White from the Medicine Center Pharmacies. Are you looking for the personal touch from your pharmacist and pharmacy staff? Do you need home delivery or custom packaging to simplify a complex medication schedule? Look no further than the Medicine Center Pharmacies in Canton, Louisville, Minerva, and New Philadelphia. Bring in your prescription bottles, and we can transfer your prescriptions to the Medicine Center today, where wellness begins.
Hey gang, the Roadman Kenny Road here. As you've heard in the news, there's a huge car shortage going on at car dealerships, but not at Wacom Kia. Wacom has over 100 Kias on the way with killer offers for the end of the year. If you want a low payment, lease the Kia SUV for $299 a month with zero down plus taxes. That's right, zero down, $299 a month in an SUV. Or get $5,000 guaranteed for your trade when you buy a new Kia Sportage SUV. That's right, a brand new Kia and $5,000 for your trade. The car shortage is making it hard for people to buy cars, but not at Wacom Kia. Get a guaranteed $5,000 for your trade or drive home in an SUV with nothing down for under $300 a month. All offers are with approved credit, but you already know Wacom is the best at getting everyone approved. Don't miss out. Get to Wacom Kia for this great opportunity and tell them the Roadman sent you.
Great things happen when our community comes together. Join over a dozen community agencies for a free walk together on Overdose Awareness Day, Saturday, August 20th from 9 to 11 a.m. at Petros Lake Park. Residents can walk the mile-long trail, take part in 10 activity stations, including a memorial rock painting, do some stretches with our yoga instructor, and pick up a naloxone kit. Let's walk together, Stark County, at the Overdose Awareness Day event, Saturday, August 20th, 9 to 11 a.m. at Petros Lake Park. For more information, go to starkhealth.org.
I'm Steve Williams from AccuWeather. Not running your business on NetSuite is like trying to sink a putt with a cat pulled over your eyes. NetSuite by Oracle, the #1 cloud financial system, giving you visibility and control of your financials, inventory, budgeting, and more, all in one place. 93% of surveyed businesses increase their visibility and control after upgrading to NetSuite. Over 31,000 businesses already use NetSuite. NetSuite has a special financing program for those ready to upgrade at netsuite.com/temp. netsuite.com/TEMP.
Millions of people use Zoom Phone, the innovative and feature-rich cloud phone system for businesses of any size. Zoom Phone is simple to use, whether you're on a mobile device, desktop, laptop, or desk phone. And because every call is important to your business, Zoom Phone was built with reliability in mind, using geographic redundancy to keep your communications online. Empower your workforce with Zoom Phone. Visit zoom.com/phone system. Zoom, how the world connects.
In the wee hours of the night, when everyone else is fast asleep, you're the one on third shift, burning the midnight oil. When a part fails and everything comes to a grinding halt, regardless of what the clock on the wall says, you leap into action. Grainger is with you and all the ones who get it done, with 24/7 customer support by phone or click to chat. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Here at the Almond Joy Factory, where tropical vibes abound, we use soft, fresh-tasting coconut.
The crunchiest almonds and delicious chocolate candy.
Ah, but do you know what our most important ingredient is? Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy's got nuts and something even way better than that. Yes, Almond Joy is made with almonds and joy.
IRS doesn't mess around. If they want your money, they'll take it. They can take your paycheck and bank accounts too, even threaten your home or business. Don't take on the IRS alone. If you owe back taxes, the smartest thing you can do is call Optima Tax Relief. The experts at Optima specialize in a powerful IRS tax assistance program called the Fresh Start Initiative. And their clients that qualify are saving thousands. One call starts the process to stop the demand letters, stop aggressive collection actions, and stop the IRS from targeting you. But don't delay. It's important to act now while you still have options. Optima is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. Optima has already resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. Get your life back. For tax help you need, for tax help you can trust, call Optima now for your free consultation.
Call 800-364-9188. 800-364-9188. 800-364-9188.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Now back to Spotlight on 1480 WHBC.
And welcome back to Spotlight on 1480 WHBC. Of course, we have been talking about Overdose Awareness Day, the event coming up on August 20th, and a lot of great information being provided, a lot of awareness being put out. And we've had 4 great guests today. I want to bring them back in, Stephanie Han, Chris Cugini, Carrie Cibola, and also Justina Gorman. And Chris, I'm going to ask you, I know that the reason for this is because of all of the overdose lives that have been lost to overdose. And, than any other time we've had in recent history. I mean, is this something that the health department is, on alert about?
Oh, yes, all the time. So again, Stephanie and her team monitor that pretty much daily and keep track of that. We actually are about to put out our 2021 overdose fatality review. So we kind of host that overdose fatality review board. So there's a lot of numbers and data that goes in there. But the most startling numbers are, in 2020 we lost 131 individuals to overdose, and in 21 we actually lost 143. So it's, it has definitely climbed to a new height. So this is definitely an important time to be doing not only the Beat the Stigma campaign, but also having this event and this walk. And again, just putting out the education, giving everyone the chance to get fentanyl test strips when they're available in like, I know Canton City Health Department, naloxone kits at events like this. I think Canton City also just had one just last week. The SWAT program, the needle exchange that they provide. All of those resources, we try to make them available through Save Stark, and we also offer options. If people call and want to come in, to get an naloxone kit, they can also do that at our health department as well. So yeah, it's definitely an important time, and Stephanie may be able to talk to you more about like the day-to-day of what we kind of monitor, but yeah, we just have to do some education on people's part, because I'll tell you, when people make comments, about folks that are going through this, it's just, I would say, I can't believe that you would say that about your own loved one, and then you would say something like that about someone you don't know, because I would think you'd want to do whatever you could to save that person's life.
Yeah, absolutely. And Stephanie, I'll ask you, share again with us before we wrap things up this morning, what people can expect when they come to the event, and what time and location, and all of the good information for everyone.
Yes, absolutely. Again, it is our Walk Together, our Overdose Awareness event. It is Saturday, August 20th from 9 to 11 at Petros Lake Park, located in Perry Township. We're so thankful to Stark Parks for allowing us to host our event there. And we just have a lot of great activities hosted by a lot of our wonderful community partners. So there will be rock painting activity stations, our Y12SR yoga station, guided meditation, places where you are able to meditate, places where you are able to write thank you notes or notes of acknowledgement, places to get more information about the different resources we have in our community. And I think it's just going to be a really great activity for everybody in the community, whether or not you personally are touched by substance use disorder, somebody who is in recovery, somebody who's currently active with substance use disorder. It's just going to be a good activity, a good way to really bring people together. And it's actually done in conjunction with Ohio Overdose Awareness Day, which is celebrated every year on August 31st. That was signed into law last year. So it's not only a community activity, this is being done across the state as well. So we're excited to take part. We're excited to raise awareness. And as Justina said, this is really a community activity, because that's how we can help people get in recovery and support everyone in our community.
And I always like to say, knowledge is power. And the more you know, the better it'll be for you. So hopefully you will have a chance to attend the event. Chris, one more time, tell folks the website they can go to and any other information you want to share.
Sure. So if you want to come on out Saturday, August 20th, 9 to 11 a.m. at Petros Lake Park in Perry Township, we'd love to see you. You can visit www.starkhealth.org. If you'd like to call in for more information, if you don't have access to a computer, you can call 330-493-9904. You could ask for Chris Cugini or Stephanie Hahn. We'd be happy to fill you in on the information for the day.
All right. I appreciate all of you coming on today. We'll wrap it up for this Wednesday edition of Spotlight, and a lot of great information out there, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Pam, for having us.
Thank you.